which also prevents him from streaming. That has also now been sorted. And finally, Black, who received a ban, he is now unbanned. So first off, starting on Sunday, as a little update from the Ice and DreamHack situation from last week, where one of the security guards leaked information that DreamHack were targeting Ice Poison and trying to find a reason to get him kicked out of the convention. And so the update is that the security guard that leaked this information has now been fired. The original tweet where he told us this has now been removed, but the reason for him being fired most likely had to do with making information that shouldn't have been public. And so moving into Monday, we have a ban that comes from the Twitch streamer LowTierGod. 2 years ago he got permanently banned from Twitch, and after 2 years you can request an unban, and therefore now has been unbanned. And so 24 hours after he got his unban, he's now been banned again, this time for sexual content. He tweeted out a video explaining how it happened, and this had to do with an overlay he had on stream. As to when a new user followed the channel, it would show the profile picture and the username of the person following. And so because of this, anyone could set their profile picture to anything they wanted, therefore people would set their profile pictures to nude content and then follow the channel. Because of this, they would then report the channel for sexual content, and now he has been banned once again, of which he cannot request an unban for at least 30 days. And so this is where I want to pass the question off to you guys. Do you think it's fair that this Twitch streamer got banned for something that Twitch allowed to do, or do you think this was well deserved? Following on Monday, we have the record for the most amount of bits donated in one donation, with a grand total of 549,945, which is doing a quick calculation, taking 25,000, which is the highest amount of bits you can buy in one purchase, divided by the total amount of bits, and then times that by the cost of the highest package, comes to a grand total of $8,130 in one donation. So here's the clip of that going through.
Thank you so much, Telek. I love you, dude. Telek, how long are you going to be up and watching? What crazy Telek is lurking with?
Alright, stream's over.
I never said I was ready! Holy shit, I wasn't ready!
So moving into Tuesday, first up we have a ban that comes from the Twitch streamer Sodapoppin. He is a French Twitch streamer who was reacting to the whole PewDiePie versus Alinity drama, and on stream he wrongfully used the term cam girl, and so he has received a ban for harassment, as well as this ban is supposedly going to be a week. Following on Tuesday, the Twitch streamer TeekZ was on a 30 kill Fortnite game, got cocky and then gets killed. So here's the clip. And so the final story on Tuesday comes from Ice. This one's quite big, so I'm only going to go over the key points. And this all revolves around Ice and Caroline and how they never broke up 6 months ago. Which means this whole time they have been in a relationship, which means a few main things. First up, the streams where Ice has done picking up girls have all been fake. Next up, Caroline, although she's been there, she's never been mentioned or shown to the stream. As well as Kbubblez has now slept with Ice, which means Ice has cheated on Caroline with Kbubblez. And finally, Ice has now been banned from the subreddit livestream fails, which played a big part in growing Paul's channel throughout his career. Keeping in mind that that was an extreme summary of the things that happened, there is easily enough content to make a full 10-minute video out of all of this. But as a sort of conclusion, after Ice has been exposed by his own community, as a sort of sorry for lying about dating Caroline, he's had his head shaved.
You look so retarded.
Yeah, what's up, motherfucking ass?
Coming into Wednesday, first up we have another indefinite ban that comes from the Twitch streamer Narcissa Wright, who tweeted out an image of an email received from Twitch, which covers the ban and the reasons behind it, where it says in this email that Narcissa received 14 infractions on the Twitch account, 2 for nudity, 1 for self-destructive behavior, 2 for sexual content, and 7 for non-interactive content. Keeping in mind that most people only get 3, this is just insane, even covering that there were 4 within the past 30 days. days. By the sounds of the tweet, Narcissa is happy that their Twitch account is banned, but I'm sure Narcissa's gonna miss it and therefore will see you in 2 years. And finally on Wednesday we have another ban, this time coming from Dankwan, as to where he had some foundation powder, was pretending like it was drugs and sniffing it. And because of it he has received a strike. I haven't seen whether he's had the strike removed yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be. And so coming into Thursday, the first story comes from Kbubblez. And this is sort of a throwback to the whole ice situation. And so with the whole RV trip, Kbubblez flew out to ICE, of which she had the idea that ICE was going to pay for her flight. The only proof I have behind this is a phone call between her and Caroline, but that proof isn't ICE directly saying it.
It would be low-key lit if you get on my neck, 'cause like, who am I? But like, yeah.
Well, okay, Paul will reimburse
Every software update completed, shut up.
As well as that, she's mad at Brandon for leaking her phone number, as well as messages sent between them. Keeping in mind that the number that was leaked was Kbubblez's dad's and not hers. And so here's what Kbubblez's dad had to say about that.
And then I messaged him after that and I said, first off, I just want to tell you the truth since I'm going to say it on the stream tonight. Those DMs were all Caroline trying to figure out where Paul was. Also, why would you post that and leak my number? And he said TTD and didn't answer.
Anybody wants to hear it?
You could tell one guy that I think he's a freaking predator, and I think he had a whole fucking plan all along. And when he didn't get what he wanted, she didn't get reimbursed for a ticket. She didn't get a ticket home, but she was offered a spot on the RV to go back to LA with him.
Yeah, they wanted me to go, but they wanted me to go on the RV.
And you know what?
And go back to
I talked to him on Sunday night, and I got this. I'll make sure she gets home safely. Blah blah blah. He's full of shit.
My dad.
And as far as the other one go, the one that first off, the guy that broke the cardinal rule and fucking showed streamer DMs to streamers, you know, the subs, you don't do that. You don't break that rule. For that, you should be banned because that phone number belongs to me. So I'm going to YouTube and I'm coming after you for doxing my phone. Fucking Hampton Brennan and Chasey Brothers too.
And moving on Thursday, this happened on Wreckful's stream. Also, keep an eye on the girl in the back.
How you doing? He's from yesterday.
So, how the business is going?
It's going great. We got our first customer. First customer, right? She's taking a picture. She's Instagramming us right now. You will never believe this, but this is... Are you Instagramming that? Sure. Oh, this is for Netflix. So you can't take a picture of that. Don't worry. Yeah, talk to him over there.
Okay, yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure guy.
You see the guy with the camera?
Yeah, sure guy.
All right.
Poppin' guy.
How did she not believe you have a $100,000 camera? Wait, is she gonna... She doesn't believe it? Is she going to the cops?
So yeah, she does go to the cops. And a few minutes later, the first set of cops come around to tell them they have to take the stand down. And then around 8 minutes after that, a second set of cops come down because it looks like Wreckful is continuing to sell the lemonade. This time they give Wreckful a warning a bit more aggressively. So here's those two clips.
Can't do it. So we have to move this whole thing. It took us an hour to get...
Sorry, I didn't see you setting up earlier.
All right. I mean...
Thank you guys.
Amazing. Thank you. I didn't know there is. Who's in charge of this? Me. Nobody. We're Yep. We're leaving though.
What's that? You know you're required to have a permit, right?
Yeah, but it's we have a permit pending.
Okay.
I thought that was good enough.
Hold on. You know you're required to have a permit on you, right?
I did not know that.
Okay. Now you are. You've been warned. So I need you to.
No, but no. He warned us, and we are packing up.
He warned us
we told these guys to help us pack.
The only reason I'm warning you again is because I'm a police officer. So in order for me to cite you again for this violation, I need to provide you a warning. So this is your formal warning.
But you wait. But you see me packing up, and we're going.
Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, dude. Pack up.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's fine for these guys to help us pack up. That we're here.
What's up?
These guys who are here are going to help us pack up too, and we're going to go.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Okay.
And coming into Friday, we have the opinion of Sodapoppin about ASMR on Twitch.
Dude, when is Twitch gonna like get rid of ASMR? Or not get rid of it, but like give it its own section. Because I go to the IRL sec, I thought about tweeting it, but I feel like it would start drama, so I shouldn't do it. But like, I have my opinion. Dude, the ASMR section needs its own section, or you need a way to filter it out. Because I like going through the IRL section and finding, you know, those like, there's just some funny shit there. There really is. Especially when you get down to like the 100 viewer range. But it's like, why do I have to ignore like half of these streams because they're ASMR? Like, there is no reason for me to ever join those. I do not. I get that people like it. That's fine. But why do I have to like, I want to ignore it. I don't care for ASMR. I don't. But why is it in the IRL? The IRL should not be half ASMR.
Thanks for the sub.
And so I think Soda has a fair point here. And I also want to pass the question off to you. Because if we go on IRL right now, for example, Amaranth takes up the top spot of which it says live, but isn't. And then if we control find ASMR, keeping in mind this is only with English streamers on, there's 5 other channels just on the default loaded amount of pages that are just reruns. Because the thing with ASMR is once they've done one 12-hour stream, the streamers can just keep rerunning the exact same stream and keep their stream up forever. And so what do you think about that? And so coming into Saturday, a few really short stories. So first off, EBZ streamed himself coming out the shower. This doesn't mean too much aside from I've decided to change his name to 3balls. As well as that, the original stream is still up on YouTube. Following on, during a poker tournament, a guy celebrates a little bit too early.
Take it off!
Keep them low!
It's like last scene of Slapshot.
Yeah! Yeah!
No way.
And finally, Rekful has announced